Hey gang, today I'm back in Titusville, Florida. We're fishing the Indian River. Captain Brian Pounds is on the fish. He's gonna put me on him. Whatever you do, don't touch that dial. It's gonna be off the hook. Good movement right there, just past it. You see it? Right in the mullet, right there. I think every time I've been here, and I fished here quite a bit. Back in the tournament days, it's always been a mullet key deal. At least for me, if the mullet, if you weren't on a flat or on an edge with a good amount of mullet, it just wasn't very productive.
That's the third one.
Come on. I find it's best if you just relax and fish. If you get all wound up tight, seriously, if you get all wound up tight, it won't happen. Just fish, have fun. We're just fishing, dog. Shoreline, mullet, lures, Titusville, redfish. Simple game. What we're doing here this morning is we're working a pretty shallow shoreline. This shoreline's covered in mullet, got a lot of bait on it. I almost always like to start with a 1/4 ounce jig head. To me, the 1/4 ounce jig head helps me keep my baits in the strike zone longer because it's a little heavier, because I tend to work my baits a little too fast sometimes. A 1/4 ounce, a little heavier, helps me keep it just above the grass. But because we're fishing so shallow this morning, we're picking up grass on every cast, every other cast, and I think that's kind of messing me up. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the change, and I'm gonna go to an 1/8 ounce jig head, give me a little less drop, and help me keep it a little more above that grass. A lot of times, on a natural presentation, if you're all grassed up, the fish see that right away and they just won't attack it. So what you want to do is make sure that you're fishing a jig head that's right for the conditions. What Brian's going to do, Brian had a 1/4 ounce jig head on as well. He's going to go to a weedless weighted bass hook, and this will almost completely eliminate his issue with the weeds. So we're going to try both of these, the 1/8 ounce jig head, lightening up my jig head, and going weedless and see which version works the best, and then we can go from there. Remember, when you're fishing with a buddy, we're even throwing 2 different colors this morning. We're throwing mirror lure Little Johns, but we're throwing 2 different baits just to kind of see which one may work. That way you're not both throwing the same thing. Sometimes you go into an area, both guys are throwing the exact same bait. Maybe that color is not what they're looking for. You think there's no fish in there. But if one guy throws dark, one guy throws light, one guy throws new penny, one throws red copper flake, you can kind of mix it up a little bit and see exactly what they're keying in on. It'll help you catch a lot more fish. Fixing to get my Titusville redfish fix on right here. Boy, he almost went to the trolling motor, didn't he? Oh, he's going under the boat. Stay out there. Nice fish. Boy, he lumped that Little John. Look at that. That is a beautiful redfish. Water temps are down, obviously. Did you see the energy level?
Yes, the cool temperatures we've had got them really going.
That bull bay rod all bent over, dog.
Good fish, high slot.
Beautiful fish. Look at that. Look at the color.
Yeah, I got him. Come here, buddy.
I'm trying to give you some slack there, B. Nice fish, attaboy. I'm telling you, just absolutely lumped it. Huh?
Oh, there he is.
How pretty is that? Huh? Look at that.
Indian River red.
Good color. Look at that blue tail. Part of the bottom of the tail's all blued up. Pretty. Look at that grass. He even got grass in his gap.
Got a little goatee kicking.
Yeah. That is some really tough grass.
All right.
Good stuff. Attaboy. Attaboy.
Get him in the water.
Attaboy. Get him revived. Get him back.
See you, dude.
Hey, it's 1-0. You know, that one messed with me too because it literally, it ate and swam at me doing like 30. You know, so I felt the thump and then it just swam at me and I was just trying to catch up as fast as I could. Great fish. That is a great morning opener. You know, we had some rain this morning. We got overcast skies. Absolutely incredible conditions though. It's still pretty hot. It's late in the fall. Air temps have been really, really high lately. The water temps have come down a little bit. Fish have a lot of energy. Perfect day to do this. If we can keep the rain off us, this is going to be absolutely amazing.